What's going on, guys? My name is Triforce Addiction. I haven't uploaded recently, simply because there hasn't really been much to talk about in the world of Call of Duty Mobile. But now that the patch notes has officially been out for a few hours now, there's one specific part of the patch notes that I really want to talk about because it is the most concerning. It probably concerns me even more than the Dead Silence nerf. So this particular change has been plaguing Call of Duty for, well, probably for over a year now, ever since Modern Warfare 2019. And that, of course, is skill-based matchmaking. So skill-based matchmaking is an extremely hot button issue that's been going on recently, especially when it comes to Black Ops Cold War, due to the fact that everyone's already tired of it. So the developers of Call of Duty Mobile have stated within their patch notes that they are going to add skill-based matchmaking into the multiplayer of COD Mobile. So I'm sure a lot of you guys just religiously play COD Mobile, but just in case you guys don't know what skill-based matchmaking is, the matchmaking basically puts you against people of your own skill level. So it kind of really depends on your win-loss ratio as well as your KD ratio. So if you're a person that typically maintains a 3 KD like in a Call of Duty game, you're going to be put against good players, and bad players are going to be put against bad players as well. So yeah, basically it's kind of like you're going against yourself in a way. And that's kind of like the reason why it's been an issue in Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, especially Modern Warfare, because people don't want to always go against people of their own skill level. People love the good mix of having people that are good and some people that are bad. But when everyone in the lobby is good, it just makes everything chaotic and it doesn't make it fun. So, I'm kind of 50-50 when it comes to skill-based matchmaking here, especially here in COD Mobile. The 50 part that, that accepts it is the fact that, maybe you could have a little bit more challenge. So, because sometimes I feel like lobbies could be a little bit too easy. I get nukes very easily. I mean, I have over 100, or I have way more than 100 nukes. But that's because I just play just the regular multiplayer. I don't stick to ranked, but I feel like now I'm probably going to have to. And even then, it's still going to be very difficult for me because my KD in the overall game is an 8.60. So you could only imagine how difficult each lobby is going to be for me. So yeah, I do have to say this. I'm happy that I got Damascus before this was actually implemented into the game, because now I don't actually have to worry about getting camo challenges done in a much more harder setting. So yeah, I'm glad that Damascus is finished. So all I have to really worry about is getting Diamond. So it's not going to be too bad for me. And like I said, bots still might remain, so it could still be a little bit easier. But like I said, it kind of depends how difficult they're going to make the bots. I don't know how, if they're going to improve them even more or they're just going to keep them the same. So yeah, I really don't know. It's all based on your KD. But like I said before, I mean, I have an 8.60 KD in this game, so I'm probably going to be placed with very difficult people. Unless, they somehow reset all of our KDs and let us start fresh, just when we start off matches, so they could actually place us where we really belong. I feel like that would be more fitting, so it wouldn't be too difficult. I would really like to see where I stand when it comes to the multiplayer of this game, because I'm actually curious. I'm sure a lot of you guys are curious to see where you guys actually are when it comes to skill in this game. It concerns me as well, since I'm a controller user and there's not really a lot of controller users out there in this game. It might be difficult. I might not even be placed with anyone ever, but I know there are times where I do get placed against touchscreen users. So can you imagine an 8KD controller user versus an 8KD touch user? And let me remind you that controllers really aren't much of an advantage, because we can't drop shot. We don't have a lot of flexibility when it comes to jumping. Touch control players have a lot more flexibility, a lot more speed. They could drop shot whenever they want. So, chances are, if I get into lobbies where it's almost impossible, I'm going to lose every single gunfight, man. So, I don't know, guys. I'm really worried about myself specifically when it comes to this. I mean, if I had a 1 KD or a 2 KD, this probably wouldn't be a problem to me. But, with an 8 KD, that's you're going against the top of the top. And I know it doesn't really help that most of the time I'm facing against bots. There'll be times where I could beat a lot of touchscreen control users, but I don't know how I'm gonna fare against people that have 8 KDs and use touchscreens. They're at a whole new level. I'm gonna be playing a freaking Call of Duty championship every single lobby. So that's what I'm kind of worried about. But I'm hoping that the skill-based matchmaking here isn't going to be way too strong like it is in Cold War. So yeah, just here's to hoping that isn't the case, because yeah, I don't want to be at the point where I don't even want to play this game like anymore. And I'm really enjoying this game. I spent like a lot of money on it. So yeah, it's very concerning, but we'll just have to see what happens, because right now it's like no one has access to the full game. So we're not gonna be able to judge for ourselves until we get into like a few matches, and that's when the skill-based matchmaking starts to kick in. Because I know within the first like 5 matches, like it doesn't really kick in too hard until like later on, until like you get off and then you get on later on. So yeah, it's gonna be quite a joyride. Well, not a joyride, but it's probably gonna be a hell ride or something like that. So yeah, guys, here's to hoping that everything goes well, which I'm sure it would. I mean, I'm sure I'm not going to get treated like shit now in this game, but, you know, I'm sure it's going to be a little bit harder for me to, you know, get nukes, but that's alright. I mean, you just play to have fun. That's pretty much all I'm here for. That's why I don't play ranked too much. I'm just here for the fun factor, and plus, like, you know, I just want to have, like, a chill game instead of just trying hard every single time. And I don't mind doing that. I mean, I did get legendary for the first time in ranked, and like it was alright for me. Like I didn't have that much trouble, and I was going against touch users, so I had to use like this like weird exploit for ranked where you had to get out of the game and just like go back in pretending you're like this touchscreen user, but really you're using a controller. That was like literally the only way I could play, because I could never find anyone else that has a controller. So yeah, it was still fun either way, and like even if I had a small disadvantage, it was still pretty fun. I won most games. So yeah, like it's not that I don't have a problem with skill-based matchmaking. I just worry because, like, you know, since my KD is such a high at a high number, it kind of like makes me wonder, like, man, like what if every lobby I get into becomes like impossible to win, or what if I can never win a gunfight again, you know? So yeah, that's what concerns me the most, but I'm sure everything's gonna be fine. So anyways, I hope you guys like this video. Make sure to subscribe for some more Call of Duty mobile content. My name is Triforce Addiction. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you.